Welcome everybody to War Commander Unshackled, baby. Yeah, that's right. I have returned. We have pretty much, well, not a full panel, but it's close enough. You guys want to get on? Y'all know how to. We have the one and only David, the douche Dark Shadows. We have Daba Phoenix. We have Doxing Debo. I don't know what Zach's game name
Erwin
is.
Rommel.
Who?
Erwin Rommel.
Oh, that's wrong. I like his videos, man. You do really good vids. Sorry. Well, as you guys can tell, I have returned. I am back in game.
You forgot one.
Who did I forget?
Doxing Debo.
I got Debo.
He said me. We're good. We're good, baby. Go.
Chill,
You forgot Daba.
fool.
You
Chill.
forgot
I got
Daba.
everybody.
You got him say Debo.
Yeah, man. And if you guys want to get on, y'all know how. Give me a holler. Give anybody that's on there a holler. We'll hook you up.
See, he didn't say crazy wild-eyed Daba Phoenix. He's already forgotten my awesomeness.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Before we really get started, first and foremost, thank you to the Kixeye people. All right. I am now unbanned from the forums.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they unbanned me from the forums, so I am back being able to post on them forums. So I would like to say thank you to all you guys. That was awesome. Y'all didn't have to. Kick ass. Kick ass.
That doesn't say kick.
Now, as for the game, I am doing nothing but farming. Straight out. Farming 60s only because I am way fucking behind. Straight out. God damn, I didn't know I was so far behind. But with what everybody's told me, I shouldn't have a problem catching up. Also, I've also heard that the new Kixeye team is really, really into the community this time around. I am on the Discord page, and I have noticed that they are really active on there. They really chit-chat with you guys. I have a question as a returning player. How has that affected you guys in game?
Honestly, you want me to answer?
Everybody. I want everybody to answer. I want to know what they think.
It's honestly amazing. I mean, we have problems, and they're on top of it real fast. I've already given props to oh my God, Storm Chaser. Storm Chaser was amazing during the drop of the judge bases. I mean, as soon as there was an issue, he jumped right on it, man, and those things were fixed pretty quick. So I mean, the extra communication and the extra time that they're giving the players is amazing. It's a whole new game now.
All right. I want to go back down the line. I want everybody's input on this. I mean, David.
I got to give them props. I mean, it is a totally different team. A heck of a lot more communication than ever before. You got Storm Chaser going on multiple shows in the YouTube chat, answering questions. Discord, they are on the ball. Some of them, obviously, CM Bernie, Kixeye, Storm Chaser. They're on the ball. Kixeye Friendly Fixer, which is the lead engineer. There was obviously an issue right after maintenance where you couldn't click on any of your buildings, but you can click on your units. That was fixed within like 20 minutes. When before, it was like hours before anything got fixed.
Or the next release.
Yeah.
Like a week later.
Right. So they are on the ball fixing stuff. I got to give them all props. And of course they have their new thing, the focus group, which they are listening to the players more and more.
What is that?
It's they get a group of people, legit players, coiners, non-coiners, low and high levels, and they bring up a topic. The last one was progression, and they listen to the players, and they do their little report. They do get together. They have their little meeting. They decide, okay, this is what the players want. And lo and behold, and I'm going to say over 90% of what we've asked for, we have gotten. So, I mean, we have asked for more better base defense. With what the sneak preview, the teasers that we're getting for the new CC and this new unit we just got, the Judge, we're getting better base defense. So
Yeah, I need that unit.
Those bases will come out again. I can't now remember when, but they are one-hit wonders though. So that's the. Is the judge one hit?
Nope.
No. Sorry. Yeah. So.
Because I actually opened them. I helped open them for people.
Yeah. So yeah, you'll be able to get that in no time.
All right. Another question as a comeback player: How are the bases? I mean, have they become difficult for, say, a new player or a returning player? Will I have to have help, or will I be able to do this on my own without help?
Some of it you probably will be able to do without help, but others, I've seen what you have left, and I've seen what you have for platoons. 6 phalanx, you need a few more. We need to get you some technicals too. So,
but the way these bases are set up, though, I mean, the way Shadow Killer plays, he's like me. He loves to puzzle. He loves to figure out these bases. So, yeah, I mean, you're going to need a little bit of help with the units you have and getting your units up to par. But the bases and the way they're designed and the way they are now and the way they've been the last event and most likely going to be this next event and continuing on, I mean, it's not just a smash through and kill your shit and finish it. It's, it's very tactically sound. So I think it'll be right up your alley when you're back up there.
They definitely brought back like strategies. So like if you play strategically, it'll take a little bit longer, but you'll be able to do it without destroying your stuff. But then there's also the penalty of if you try to ruby everything and coin it.
Ruby's not my thing. It never really has been.
Because there was a lot of people upset with the last event that they were trying to phalanx spam, and it said like in the forums, don't phalanx spam because Shadow, you remember Eastern Horde?
Yes.
They've made a return, and so last event, and so they brought back some good. They got like a Fav looking tank, and then they got like a infantry looking. None of it hits air, so last event was just like all strategy. And you could have done it with like some Furies, Ardra, and Jug, and just maybe a Titan or something like that, and it really wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty good. Like it was definitely fair. As far as the PvE bases, like just the day-to-day basis, I think like they were saying, if you use strategy, you should be all right. Like that Ardra, she can take a pounding even at level 1.
Yeah, I've got her. Good
meat shield. Like if you have just a handful of Furies and get
them too,
I think you'd be all right. Because the technicals are good because a lot of this stuff now isn't a guaranteed hit. A lot of it's arcing fire, so you can just like the old mortar and machine gun days, kind of like that. Use air for the ground turrets and ground for the air turrets and that kind of stuff. And it's not bad. It's definitely like people look at the past with rose-colored goggles, and I think it's definitely like back to like what people remember the old days of like actually picking a.
That's what I missed. I mean, I'll be honest. I missed those days. That's one of the reasons why I gave up the game, was because it was all spam over and over and over again. And it got tiring.
Well, guess what? You got your strategy back now.
And let's be honest. I mean, I think we all missed that. All right, one more question, then we can get to the all the goodies that are coming out in the next couple of days. PvP, how hard has that become?
With the Darkstorm, you can walk bases just about.
I don't know what the Darkstorm is.
So imagine you're attacking a base, right? And the defender's units have 0 range. That's what this Darkstorm unit does. As long as it has like a aura that's 700 range, and if the defender is within that aura, it can't hit that Darkstorm unit. So
all right, is that an event prize or was that an event prize? All right.
It was a Shadow Ups, but I'm sure at some point in the future they'll make. Actually, you can buy it in the event. Now that I think about it, I think they're selling the standard parts for It was one part. You need 8 parts. I think it was like maybe $1 million or $2 million for it. I know somebody's gonna like hold my head to the fire, but I think it's like $1 to $2 million. I'm just giving ballpark figure, and then the elite one I think was like $4 million. But a level 1 Darkstorm will do just as good as like a level 30 because your strategy with it, basically all you need it for is the aura. And so, oh, you remember that? Remember that radar jammer or the range jammer way back when?
Yeah.
It's like that, but you can use it wherever you want. And
so there's no base defense against it, really?
Oh, if you don't take out the towers, the sharpshooters will tear it up. Oh yeah, back before you quit, they had sharpshooters. Then they made them into commandos, and now we got sharpshooters again. But now they're 100 times more powerful.
Yeah, I got a few of them.
Now they're not SF, like where you have to lock them to the squad.
Yeah, I'm using Debo's little strategy on hitting 60s just to fill up Perez. Marquis or whatever, dude, this game's been going on 8 years now. You'll never get a second dozer. Ever. Ever, 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 never, never, never. All right. Asking about, I think we get asked about it at least once every couple months. It'll never happen. I think one time years ago we got we had like a token or something like that where you can have, it's like second dozer weekend or some shit like that. But that was a long time ago.
Yep, I remember that.
Yep. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Go ahead and pass this over to David. Go ahead. Hey, champ. What's happening?
Hey.
There's a request out on YouTube that I show you what the Darkstorm looks like.
All right, we'll do that. Let's go ahead and do the updates and all, and we'll go ahead and we'll jam that after. All right, David.
Before you guys go on, I just want to say, Shadow, you got to get the Siege Squadron, man.
He's already got
one. Yeah.
Oh, you got it? Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's a must-have.
Yep, he got a nice welcome back package.
Yeah, I got a welcome back package. Got me one. All right, David, it's on you, man.
All right, well, click on me, would you please?
And click present so you get full screen.
Oh, that too. Am I out on YouTube land? Yes, I am. Great. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and do the release notes. The following fixes and changes have been applied today. Well, the game has already gone down. Come back up. We had a little bug. That got fixed pretty quick. Of course, the event this month is Invasion. The True Believers are back and seeking absolute destruction of the sector. Defend your base, win tokens and components for Furies, Hades, Phalanx, and the Cyclops. The content changes. Gear Store. The Expert Dina has been added back to the Gear Store for 400,000 medals. The Standard Dina has been added to the Gear Store for 50,000 medals. Purifiers, Hammers, Apollo tokens have been added back to the Gear Store. Now the Blitz, the bonus metal and oil bases are no longer blitzable. So for those of you that want to know what the Blitz is when you finish it, you can basically redo the base for a certain amount of coin based on your damage.
What the?
So, bug fixes. Purchasing the Purifiers, Hammers, and Apollo tokens from the Gear Store now award the correct tokens. Update the description of the Galen custom tread component from increased turning speed up to 100% and movement speed up to 25% and acceleration to 100% to the turning speed to 100%, movement speed by 25% and acceleration by 100%. They fixed the invisible box where players could not click on a target that appeared directly below the attack HUD. They fixed another issue with the ability bar where it would not appear when selected units via hotkeys. Following issues were fixed last week. They fixed an issue with the power inverter for the blackout would cause all buildings to become overpowered and explode upon death.
That was really cool.
That was cool. I loved it. So they fixed an issue where the game client was still simulating explosions from the power inverter tech. There is still an issue that is currently going on. It is known the duplicate warpath trophies. This will be fixed in the near future. Please note, this is not considered a cheat. You will not be penalized if you place that second trophy. All right, so we've got a few teasers to come out with. Of course, you've got the CC14. This is a mini teaser. Only one more week until the launch of CC14. So here's what's in store for you, the next round of buildings and features. Here's a sneak peek. The Command Center Shield Turret. When developed, this defensive turret reduces the damage to the command center itself and any buildings which are touching it. Adjacent buildings will come into protection of the command center, providing a defensive buff. Each level, maximum of 5, will provide a 10% damage reduction. Turret levels will be researched in a defense lab that are level 26. All other turrets, only one can be placed on the command center at a time. You will get a metal, oil, and thorium storage vault protection starting at level 26. Resources stored in buildings will be able to be retained an additional 2% per level of lost resources from an attack. There will be a maximum of 10% at level 30. This bonus is in addition to the baseline 50% of resources kept on destruction. We've asked for it. We're getting it. A second bastion from the weapons lab can be placed upon upgrading the weapons lab to level 5. A second bastion will be available for placement, plus many more improvements, including barracks, war factory, go-go bar, armory, and defensive structures. The armory, I know for a fact we will be getting an increased amount of storage space per level. Something else that came out that is not been a teaser on there, but somebody asked about the command center shield turret. He says it's better. It's both better and worse. It's like the Onyx shield, only protecting the CC. It could have been taken down separately. There will be a percentage of damage to the CC and adjacent buildings and last until the CC is dead. So anything that is touching your CC or adjacent to it will stay under that protection until the CC is dead. So I wonder what that's going to be like. And Mr. Daba just sent me something else. Oh, we'll talk about that later, Daba.
Yeah, I'm scourging through Discord, catching up, so I'll put some posts in that group if you want to bring them up at some point later.
All right. So before I go into some other stuff with updates, let's talk about this for a little while. But for Shadow Killer, his shields won't work. We all know that. Just like his bank.
Hey, David, the whole reason Shadow Killer's back is he heard that they came out with a CC shield, and he wanted to see if it was going to work.
Yeah, well, for him, it probably won't work, but that's neither here nor there.
Just a disclaimer, that was a comment brought up on YouTube, not mine own, so.
All right. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off with, and Ramel, would you please type your responses in the side chat? We're going to start off with Champ on this one. What do you think of the little teasers we're getting on the new CC?
I mean, overall, for all the stuff we're getting?
Yes.
I love it. The one thing I don't think they've confirmed is the CC upgrade time.
That is
they were asking about, I think they were asking suggestions yesterday on Discord, and I said what I said. I don't know if I got a response from any of that because I left early, but I suggested 7 days. Reason being, CC comes out on the 15th, and then we have event on the 23rd. So that's 8 days in between, right?
Right.
So we don't want to. None of us want to be stuck in an enemy sector while we're upgrading our CC. So that gives us enough time between upgrading the CC and event and enough time to jump, just in case any of us are traveling or any of that kind of crap. Did you happen to mention about the bunkers changing over from a bunker to a tower? It's going to be like changing a turret for the cost?
Not yet. I actually forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, and that is a major improvement. But overall, I love the proposed changes. One thing I would add, the day this thing comes out, I'm expecting a lot of downtime. Just because, you know, Kixeye has been known not always to get everything right when they come out with big changes like this on, you know, first day. So, you know, I'll be patient. Other guys, every experienced player knows when Kixeye makes these changes, these huge changes, there might be a lot of downtime. So, just be prepared to be patient. So that's my input.
No, thank you so much on that input. And thank you for reminding me about the changeovers. So I don't remember if they proposed the cost on the changeovers, but it will require Thor. Not sure how much, but they will be an instant change. So let's go on to Mr. Daba Phoenix. What do you think about this new stuff coming out for us?
Well, I hope this shield turret is actually like in place of my CC turret, which it sounds like it's going to be. And hopefully it's not something that I got to waste one of my turrets on, like one of my standards, even though an avalanche really ain't going to do much anyways. But
this is going on your Daba. This is going on your CC. It's replacing the storm and the blitz.
Yeah, so then that's good because my base design won't allow spaces at a premium, so I can't be putting turrets next to my CC. But I like this. So I like this this res thingy. So when you max it out, you get 10% where you keep it back. You'll be able to keep I guess 60% of your res, and then the defender. I wonder how that's going to work with the Kixeye tax, because before it was they would get 50% off of you, and then Kixeye would tax 10%, and then you would get 40%, the attacker. So now I wonder if the Kixeye tax will go to 30, or if the defender will just take 40. But I'm really liking this Bastion, the second Bastion, because I really love the Tesla for phalanx spammers, but I needed to have a missile Bastion because of the missile spammers, and so it was just kind of a toss-up. But now hopefully they increase our cores to chemicals, cores, and silicon. I haven't gotten this stuff in a while. Yeah, the cores, because we can only hold 200 of that. The other stuff we can hold like 2,000, so that's fine. But hopefully they put the cores maybe up to 1,000 or 2,000, so this way you can collect those and just collect a bunch and be good for a week with these. Hopefully this second one will last as long as the first one. And what was the other one? Upgrading your weapons lab to level 5. Yeah. I thought the weapons lab did go to 5. Okay.
No, it only goes to 4.
Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff in here. A lot of buildings to upgrade. Okay, well, then I'll finish off with saying be watching out for the improvements, including the barracks, war factory, go-go bar, armory, and defensive structure. Sounds like we're going to get a whole ton of stuff like we did with the CC-13. So, stay tuned. Well, at least for a week.
All righty. So, let's go on to Mr. Doxing Debo.
I got nothing, man. Pretty much everything was all said. I mean, I personally I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see what happens. So, but we all know, just like Champ said, I mean, we're gonna have bugs, we're gonna have quirks, we're gonna have issues right away, which sucks. But I mean, we'll get through it. I am kind of concerned about you know, the time frame in between the event, and then, you know, just normal playing, because there are ways to jump without your CC, but there are ways to jump without your CC, but it's a little bit more taxing, a little bit more problematic when you're trying to do it. Hunter Hamish said in the YouTube chat, we got to, you know, the current bastions need to be rebalanced, which I think that's 100% spot on. They do need to look at the Tesla, the missile bastion, and whatever the hell the third one is. But you know, either pick them up in class, maybe have them make the orbital hammer. Now that I looked at it, make them a little bit stronger. And I mean, I think that with adding a second one now after your CC is upgraded and your weapons lab's upgraded, I think it opens the door for them to start experimenting, throwing in different types of bastions as well. The only thing I'm really concerned about now with the new CC turret is, like, what's the diameter of what it's going to protect? Does it have to be right on top of your CC? Does it have to be touching your CC just like the support turrets do? Because if that's the case, I mean, 90% of us have walls around our CC to help protect the CC. So
I think this has to be touching just like a support turret.
So, I mean, with that being said, I mean, I don't know personally how much with my base design and the way I have my stuff set up, you know, how much protection that's actually going to even give me. I'm probably gonna use it just because of the fact that the turrets that we have on our command center right now are outdated anyways, and they don't really do too much. But I was actually hoping to see a revamp of those command turrets, you know, the way they are. I mean, the three we have are pretty badass. It just they really just need to be revamped and brought into the game of what the game is now. So.
And a shield turret gives a 10% reduction on all the buildings around it. So I'm just saying a jug shot, whether it's got 10%, an extra 10% is still going to die to a jug shot or a profit shot or something.
You guys mind if I throw in an idea into that?
Go right ahead.
What I think would be awesome is if they came out with a CC turret similar to like the Draken is an ion burst. Is that right?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, I would love if they come out with like some kind of iron burst turret, like similar to the Draken, with at least 700 range. That would be your ultimate defense against the Dark Storm in any air that comes in. So that's my suggestion. My wish.
Now, have we gotten any more information on bunkers? And I mean, obviously the changeover is going to be an instantaneous thing, depending on whatever the cost is. But I mean, have we gotten any information on whether or not the bunkers are going to increase in capacity?
I think it's something on there on the notes about the bunker and bunker. And
they're going to get increased capacity. There was a little.
Let's see here. It says here, command center providing defense buff.
If you can check that little group, I should have a screenshot of the bunker snippet.
I know it's right here. It says, and many more improvements, including the barracks, war factory, go-go bar, and defensive structures. So, with that being said, defensive structures are your bunkers, your towers, your. And isn't there a gold sale going on right now?
Not that I'm aware of.
No. Okay. I looked already.
Well, maybe if we're lucky, they'll put one out for this right after.
I just hope they put a notification for that.
Yes. So if you guys listen, please, if you're going to do a gold sale, do it at the same time this is released or right before it's released, so these guys can, you know, because there are people that do max out their bases with coin, and it's a
champ.
It's a good idea. Let's put it that way. So.
Yeah, I'm just I'm still kicking myself from last event because they put out that gold sale, and I started that morning, and I bought like $200 worth of gold, and then I come back home from work, and now they have a gold sale. I'm only like, what the fuck? Yeah, man. Just wasted $200. I could have only spent like whatever, half of that, 40% off or whatever.
We watched Venom do it live.
That shit, man.
All right. Well, Mr. Shadow Killer, what do you think of this proposed stuff? Even though I know you're way behind on your upgrades.
I have no fucking idea. All right, I have no damn idea. I am just gonna roll with it, and when it comes out, I'm gonna jam it. But I don't know. I mean, I really don't. I don't know. I'm just gonna. I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm just gonna go with what I've got and work from there. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. You know, it's a lot.
Yep, it is quite a lot.
And, you know, I don't know what the hell I should do. So I'm just going to go with what I'm working on now. I'm going to get the command center and I'm going to see, I'm going to see what people recommend. That's all I really truly can do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as a returning player, it's overwhelming, really. I don't know what to get next. I'm just going to, get whatever people say is good.
Yeah, we got to
go from there.
Got to work on your units. Get you some more units, better units.
Yep. I mean, I'm all looking at this as I'm generation 1.
Yep. Phalanx are still very viable in some of these bases. So.
Oh yeah.
Just not this Eastern Horde event stuff. So.
But a lot of times, a lot of people. It depends on your playing style, but a lot of bases you can just missile spam. I know it sounds petty, but even I do it sometimes just to save repairs. And missile spams as far as PKs, depending on the base layout, of course. Lately, they've been pretty good with the cave bases. Like they haven't really had too many caves, so
Interesting you brought up missile spam because something just came in my mind. Normally there's one missile bastion. Now we can have 2. Kixeye might put 2 missile bastions in.
Yep.
Yeah, good point, Daba. Thanks.
Yeah. Be quiet, Daba.
Huh?
Be quiet, Daba. Don't give him any ideas.
I'm sure they've already thought of it. Putting 10 missile bastions in a base.
Right. Or they can make them respawn on exiting and going back in.
Hey! I gave him the missile bastion idea. That's a terrible idea.
Yes, that's a very horrible idea. Don't listen, Kixeye. So, Zach's little response here. He loves the extra damage protection. The shield turret gives everything else for the CC teaser. Is meh. Since I don't use bastions, I barely have or the extra res protection since my res storages are never really full. I'm happy with the Dina cost. It's reduced even though he already has her. And the Drakens is plasma, so he loves his Drakens. As far as the question out in YouTube that I saw that caught my eye about the Flash, is now with the Flash being as it is, it's supposed to stop support. That doesn't mean Flash is going away. So they're just not going to release any more updates for it. With that being said, now there was talk of them working on a platform for the game. So that is in the works. It's been brought up in the focus groups a few times. However, they just keep saying that there is something in the works. What it is, we don't know. We don't know if it's going to go to, Unity, HTML5, or something else altogether. Don't know. So.
Yeah, but does that bother any? I mean, this is just me speaking right now, but does that bother anybody else? Like, I mean, there's a few of us here, and there's people on YouTube that, I mean, we have 6, 7, 8 years into the game, you know, does it bother anybody else that they're not here? You know, Kixeye isn't giving out any information on that.
They
'Cause,
might
I mean,
not be able to.
Well, I mean, to me, I'm not gonna lie, it almost, and this is, I'm not trying to be negative, but I mean, with no information or no, you know, no ideas coming to, you know, the surface, it's, you know, you're basically just hoping that they decide to do it instead of, you know, just buying into the fact that it's gonna happen, but we're just not gonna tell you anything.
Maybe Bernie will do another one of his what do you call it? What does he call his shows?
Bernie's podcast.
Yeah, Bernie's podcast. Maybe we'll talk about it in one of those.
Because I'm just saying, for me, like I said, I mean, we talked in the pre-show and everything else. I have years into this game. I have time. I have money. I have everything else, and to think about it, you know, like, hey, no information. So are they gonna just let it go? I don't think they will, but at least I hope they won't.
Yeah, I tell you the truth, guys. I'm not a real IT kind of nerdy guy, but I've been playing less than you, Debo. I think I've been playing maybe 7, close to 7. But I've never once thought while I'm playing this game about the code. I'm sorry. I just care that my shit works. That's all. Use any code you want. Yeah.
Maybe it'll run better. Maybe you won't have the lag. I mean, we can only hope. I mean, you know, this discussion was brought up a little while, you know, about a year or so ago, and you know, when everybody was, you know, swearing up and down that Flash is dead and Kixeye, you know, War Commander and Kixeye was gonna go the way of the dodo, but still here and still kicking.
Mm-hmm.
I think too many things run on a Flash platform that I mean, they may not do no more updates for it, but I don't see it going completely gone. It's just so much. I don't know. What the fuck do I know? I mean, I don't know shit about computers either.
Well, you got to remember, the Flash is the front end. All right, guys. There is, as has been stated, there's over 10 million lines of code written across, I do believe it's like 10 to 15 different coding languages. So the back end is still there. All they're going to replace is the front end if it needs to be replaced at one point in time. So
what I was surprised, it was either in Discord or Bernie's, one of Bernie's prior podcasts, the whatever graphics card you have on your computer, it doesn't make a difference on this game.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
I was surprised to hear that. You know, a lot of it's internet speed. A big chunk of that, of how well the game runs.
Internet speed and your CPU, your processor.
Yeah.
Yep.
The game does not rely on your graphics card at all.
I run 2 jamming computers, and I mean high-tech, very expensive gaming computers. Both of them are. And even I'm subject, and I have strong internet, and I'm still subject to lag on this game only. I mean, I play other games. I have no problems with it. But, you know, graphics card has absolutely nothing to do with it. Nothing.
Hey, Shadow. Quick question. Did you clear your cookies and cache?
So, man, I will punch you in the eyeball.
Hey, I only got one good eyeball left.
In the eyeball.
All right. Well, let's get on to the next topic for now. We're going to talk about the up-and-coming invasion. So the True Believers have rallied and are launching another assault on the sector. Of course, your details. It is going to start on the 9th, on a Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and end Sunday, August the 12th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. The invasion follows the same difficulty structure as the last version. You can only win prizes from each wave once during the entire event. Additional playthroughs of the invasion should only be used to improve your time and placement on the leaderboard, which in turn earns additional training tokens. So, your first wave, you're going to get a Fury. Second wave, you're going to get a Haze. The third, a Phalanx. The fourth, a Cyclops. The 5th, you're going to get 2 Fury full component sets. 6, you're going to get 2 full Hades component sets. So that's going to be your bronze, your silver, and your cash tech and gold tech. 7 is 2 Phalanx. Okay. 8 is going to be 2 full Cyclops. 9, they've upped it again to 50 million thorium. Now, 10, you're going to get 2 Fury training tokens, 2 Hades trading tokens, 2 Phalanx, and 2 Cyclops. Now, the rewards. If you're in the top 100, you're going to get 21 Cerebus tokens.
Ooh.
21 of these bad boys. Now, if you're 101 to 300, you're going to get 15. 301 to 600, you're going to get 9. 601 to 1,000, you're going to get 6. And just for completing it, you're going to get 3. There was a mistake on this. They fixed it because it did say 1 previously. So now we all know everybody likes to get the best times. And remember, the time does stop when your attack is finished, when you finish the defensive wave. So with that being said, let's go on to Senior Champ.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this little prize list
For Invasion?
Yes.
What's the tokens?
Cerebus tokens.
Oh, I don't care. Yeah, whatever. I'm just past few invasions, the way they've done the times, I don't even try anymore. I do it once, and that's my time. So I mean, there's so many people competing, and the way they do the times is you have like 30 people at the same time, and it'll go like 30 more people at the same time, and then I just it's good prizes for players coming back or new players, but for me, I'm not interested.
All right. Well, let's see here. Who's up next? Daba. You're up.
All right. So with this invasion, I haven't really had an opportunity to play with the Cerberus, but I think with level 20, I'll get more drones. Or I know I'll get more drones, but I think they'll be a lot more useful for how I play the game. So I'm definitely going to actually try with this one because I got 20 tokens from the event. So I'm gonna actually try and get that top 100. As far as the prizes, it's kind of nice that they're giving out 2, 4, 6, 8 units in there for the medium and lowers, even if 2 of them are the Cyclops. And then also they give you 2 tokens for each one at the 10th and 50 million thorium, so that's kind of nice. Keep in mind that just for those watching and listening and whatnot, you get these prizes for 1 complete playthrough. Any more subsequent playthroughs, I don't believe that you'll get the prize, even though it's not listed. But that's how it's been in the past few invasions. So just throwing that out there. But yeah, it's one thing I don't like with the kind of what Champ was saying. Like there could be 10 or 15 people at the same time, and then if you're like 5 seconds behind, you could be like 500 places or so. So it's really like cutthroat at the top. But it's like, top 1 and top 100, I think in the past have only been a spread of maybe a minute 30 or so, if that. So it's a little rough, but yeah, it's just another invasion. But I like that it's for the Cerberus, so I'm definitely gonna try this one. I'm gonna call off. Well, I'm gonna call off my friends in real life and be like, "Hey, I got War Commander to do."
All right. Oh, Mr. Debo, you're up.
I like it. I like the prizes that they're giving out for the waves. I think that's going to be a lot of help to a lot of people. A lot of those you're getting the units and all the text for them. So, I mean, you'll be able to outfit them as soon as you get them. For the token wise, I got my Cerberus already max, so I'm not really too concerned about it. I mean, I'm going to play for those. I'm going to try for the extra 21 tokens just to have the extras to trade them in for text later. But It's pretty normal. I don't like the change that they made with you can only play through once for the prizes. I thought that was one of the biggest, the most fun. The funnest thing about it was the fact that you can keep replaying it and you can keep getting more attacks and more units and this, that, and the other. But changes happen. We got to roll with the punches and see how it goes. But overall, it's not bad.
Comment on that. I got over 999 live things because of the restarts. I definitely like that.
All right. Yep. Shadow, since you really haven't done the new invasion style.
Shadow, what an invasion is?
Oh yeah, I know what an invasion is. What's the Cyclops?
Don't worry. It's
like the newly reformed laser tank.
But it shoots like laser beams. Like, all right. I got this. You're a Star Wars fan, right, Shadow?
Yeah.
All right. So the little stormtrooper dudes, the red bullets that they fire, that's what this thing fires.
Is it worth a damn?
No.
All right. What's the Cerberus?
I disagree because it can camouflage and you can bring it all the way into stuff. And
Poly's good, but I don't think the damage is there. That's the only thing I got with the Cyclops is the damage. And the Cerberus is like a kind of like a Liberator, but he's got maybe a Spartan, maybe because he's got splash, but he's got little drones on him. So,
and everything targets the drones first.
I probably won't do any of the invasion. I'll be straight out. I'll probably watch. If you guys do a live show, I'll probably watch it, but I doubt I'll do any of it because I don't want any. I don't want any of the units. I'm trying to delete units now because of that. What they gave me, I'm now over cap. I just noticed that. So
I believe the units they give you are unbuilt.
No, mine are built.
No. Through invasion, the units you get, they're unbuilt, so you don't have to build them.
Shadow, I'm gonna make one recommendation, at least to get up to new wave 7.
Yeah, I mean, generally
you need those things.
Yeah, generally you can get up to there with you don't even have to put defenders in your base, and I'm pretty sure your base is strong enough to handle that.
Yeah, you'll get those prizes just for completing the waves. So I think for you returning to the game, I actually think it'd be a good idea because not only that, but you're gonna get some free faction units plus some free tech for those faction units just by completing the waves. So for you, I would say definitely this is something you should do.
All right, another question: the invasion. Do the base repair? Do your units repair, or is it still?
No.
No, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't suggest at least waves 1 through 7. Just your base should be able to handle it.
Yep.
You might want to put like 1 or 2 little. You could put 1 or 2 phalanx or technicals if you have them, just in case, But your base should be able to handle it.
All right. Well, then that's what we'll do. See, that's what I need. I need advice. I need to know what I should. Oh my God, I can upgrade my drone silo.
Yes, you can also upgrade your rocket silos and a few other things.
Oh, my poor go-go bar.
Yes.
Oh my God, I got 10 more fucking levels on that.
And
that actually helps you a lot too.
Yes, you get 50% damage reduction in your base just by the go-go bar.
Base defense tunes.
Base defense tunes only.
I think we need to do a show where we just show Shadow like all the new awesome things of War Commander since he's left.
I'm level 46, Brandy. Or 45, something like that. I'm 46.
Nutcracker, your base can't handle my dog. So there.
Alrighty. Next will be Mr. Debo. I know you, or did I already do you?
You already did me.
Okay.
Well, let's not go there.
No.
Well, we know where his mind went. Damn it. Anyway. Ramel, I know you don't talk that much, however. Let's see here. Not even worth my time because if it's going to be the same difficulty as last time, won't be able to complete Wave 10, so there's no point. You can always try. That's all you can do.
I mean, I'm just saying Wave 9's got that 50 million thorium that's real nice looking.
Yep. Hey, that's a caretaker.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, it's I need to build like 20 more of them. So that'll be one less that I have to farm.
Right.
Daba, I gotta ask you, why do you have to max out the build space on all your units?
That is a good question. So that's why I really don't have to worry about repair times. So if I bang up a tune of phalanx or technicals or something, I let that repair, pull out another one. I've got 3 or 4 tunes. So same thing with the caretakers. I let one die, I pull out another one, let that first one heal. I got 50 something made, so by the time I rotate through them all, the first one's already healed, and I just rotate.
Gotcha.
Good plan for him.
And so it's a lot. It took a lot of grinding and all that with event XP and all those, just various PvE exercises. But it's really nice now not to have to be stopped in the event because I just ran out of units. So like
I know
caretaker, and caretaker dies. It's an hour.
Yeah, I know. One of Debo's techniques is just to scrap the units, rebuild them because they're thorium build only. So.
That's correct.
I'm a huge farmer, but I'm not that dedicated, so that's why I just make multiples of the same unit, like a bunch of caretakers or technicals, just so I don't have to do that.
We have to get Rommel a mic.
He has one, but he doesn't ever want to use it.
Yeah, he can't be shy. That's a lot to talk.
Wow. Tune repair for a tuna phalanx. I think my tuna phalanx is 9 hours, just like any others.
I want to show my base real quick, and I want people out there to tell me if I need to redesign it or if it'll hold up to invasion. And then we can get back to everything. Come on. There we go. All right. There's me base.
If you hit from the top, you're a goner.
So I need to go ahead and pull it to the center?
I would say centralize your base, especially if you're going to try and run with.
Yes.
You don't have a lot of pulse and stuff, so I would say pull it to the center. And I would drop the. Now this is specific for invasion. I would drop the hunters and put railguns.
Yes.
Also, Shadow. Just like in the future, if you ever quit, can you switch them hunters to railguns because they hurt my herald last time. Like, especially now that they both.
This is optional. Bastion also helps. Also missiles. I'm not sure if there's going to be air in this invasion or not. I got Achilles. Yeah, the Achilles are good. It wouldn't hurt. Another optional thing. Switch a couple of those avalanches out for cryo.
Oh, really? Cryo's made a return?
Oh, yeah.
Cryo's pretty good.
Especially in PvP, there's people that spam phalanx, kind of like Fabs. And, cryo jams them up like they did with the Fabs. Unless they're running the cryo tires, anti-cryo tires, which surprisingly some people don't, which because the other tires are mines, so I don't know why you would choose mines over cryo, but
yeah, I know, Nutcracker. This base is, we gotta understand this was 8 months ago. I mean, this base was set up for before all these cool new units came out. Now it's, hell, like a fucking 35 rogue. Well, level 30. I mean, I know that I don't have any of the, I'm still upgrading the support turret things.
Hey, Shadow, I'm just saying, you left about August, I think, of last year, and we're still using avalanches a year later as our main turret.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll move it to the center, and, I'll figure they need to give us more walls. But if they give us more walls, they need to give them already upgraded. I wouldn't mind having a little bit more walls, but already upgraded.
That's a major grind. I agree with that.
I wish I could just pay for like 50, 60 walls at once with the Resin Thor because it's only 2-3 million per, and maybe 500,000.
That would be awesome. See, there goes a suggestion that you need to we could throw out there is, if they ever do give us more walls, to have that option.
Yeah, because right now, with the last walls we had, you could upgrade them all, and it was like 150,000 coins.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Like I'll put it this way: the coin cost was worth more than my actual, like, if I added up all my real life assets, money, car, if I added all that up, it still was more than my net value. That's what it is. The coin cost for that was way more than my net worth, almost triple my net worth.
How much would that cost? Yeah, I see. Yeah, ain't happening. Ain't happening.
Coin it.
Oh no. I'm using what little bit I have left from a year ago. Once I hit number 1, I have to keep 1 in there. Okay, I have to keep 1 in there. Everybody knows why.
Oh yeah, what do you have in your silos? That's very helpful during Invasion 2.
Just the normal shit.
Can I see, please?
Yeah.
Wing drone. I got 2 wing drones just to fill up space.
All right, Shadow, they got something.
Talon and Night Owl.
Question for the wing drones.
It's just to fill up space.
Okay, I would get rid of the Talons. Put all Night Owls. Keep the wing drones, except make sure you have the shot turret.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That should be good.
Headshot.
I've got an upgraded version of those owls, and the same thing with the Talons, and they're really nasty now.
Yeah. Hornets and Yellow Jackets?
Yep.
Yellow Jackets are for the ground, Hornets are for the air, and they kick ass.
Shit, I still gotta finish upgrading that. Oh my god, there's 5 more fucking levels? Are you for real?
Yep.
I'm gonna be upgrading forever.
Well, with every upgrade you do to certain buildings, gives you a reduction in repair time on your PvP plats.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you will notice the gold cost of repairs go down to like next to nothing.
Hey, Shadow, I just got a question for you.
What?
Back when you were a year ago, if I killed my biggest toon, how much repair time would it be? Roughly.
18, 19 hours? Or no, I think it was a day in like 3, or it's like, what was it, 27 hours? Something like that?
All right, excluding the Legion. But nowadays, you make a big toon like that, what would destroy a base, and it's maybe 6 hours at the most. In a PvP toon, if you've got your certain buildings maxed.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
So we were talking about repair times and all that for years and years, and they definitely cut that. It's PvP, but still.
Yep.
Yeah.
10 gold for pretty much a max PvP air toon, and that includes Herald, Omega Phantom, Omega Blackout.
See, that's awesome. I mean,
a couple air tunes.
I mean, no, guys, I'm not kissing ass, but I've got to give them straight out props for listening. And I mean, damn, that's a lot. But how much is it for the new command center going to be for resources?
Proposed 450 million res.
Yeah, see, I got a long way to go. I mean, before I can, that's why I'm not going to worry about PvP.
Coin it.
No, that ain't happening. They're not getting. I've been burned. I'm an old school player. Been playing a long time. I've been burned way too much. And I mean, so far, we've seen from everybody that Kixeye has, turned the page. But it's something I've got to see long term first. I mean, you guys can. I know you guys understand that before anything like that comes into play. That's my thing. I mean, I just can't do it. Not only that, I put all my money in another game. And I put a lot into it. And I still suck.
Well, I'll put it this way.
You still kill your shit.
That 17 coin that you have in your account can heal 2 to 3 like max PvP tunes right now.
See, that's awesome. I remember fighting for that. God, I remember.
The max PvP tune can hit, if you're strategic with it, you can hit 4 or 5 bases without being like too strategic. And you know that's 5 bases for 5-6 coins. So
Yep. I mean, I'm gonna roll with it. I'm not gonna worry about PvPing yet. I have a lot of work, as you guys can obviously see.
Shadow, next PvP, when you start doing PvP, when they start Warpath, that's when you should start your PvP, because you'll have an absolute freaking blast. And Daba can walk you through the details of Warpath.
All right. I mean, I'm game to give it a shot. I just want to get some of the things caught up first. I mean, I got a lot to work on, and I feel like I'm coming back. I want to come back as a semi-new player who, I want to take my time on this. I want this to be right, and I want to have fun. I don't want the grind like it was. I want to have a blast. That is what I want. And if it takes time from before I can get down and fight, then that's what it's going to take. I'll take my time and wait.
You'll be fine. If you notice, the upgrade times on your metal and oil storages are a lot less than what they used to be.
I think they're like a day each now or something. It used to be 2 or 3.
It goes, I do believe, a day and a half, or no, 12 hours a day and a half, 2 days, and I can't remember if it goes further than that, but you'll get up there real quick.
Yeah, well, I guess tomorrow I'll go ahead and start redesigning my base. Yay!
So.
All right, you're back up, David.
All right. Well, I think that's pretty much it as far as what notes we've got and little tidbits on what's coming out and being proposed, unless macros?
No.
Well, I'm not sure if I really want to talk about that.
It's a discussion thread. I thought there was a third, another one. Okay.
Well, there have been posts about it and whatnot, and finally, somebody has actually, I would say, been banned for it. So, might as well. Give me 1 second. I will bring it up on the legalities of this. So, for those of you that need to know, and I will post it out in the YouTube chat here in a second. Here is the TOS, U.S. and non-U.S. locations. So, somebody wants on. Hold on 1 second while I send them the link.
Yeah, my base, a strong breeze can flatten my base.
So.
You just need units, because even, like, honestly, if we get you a bunch of technicals, you'd be relevant as far as base defense.
I'm going to probably have to blow this up quite a bit for this, but so with that being said, all right, so
oh yeah, that's tiny.
This has been brought up quite a bit, and recently it's been taken care of. So line item number 3, prohibited activities. All right. So let's see here. Where is it? I got to find it now again. So, let's see.
Yeah, you said it was line 6, right?
I do believe so.
What you told me?
There you go with exploit glitches.
Right past it. Right there.
Any macros, autoloaders, bots, auto refreshers, or other software programs or add-ons to automate gameplay or the service. Exploit glitches.
Just one line.
I see it right here. So, the use of any macros, auto looters, aka auto clickers, bots, auto refreshers, or otherwise software programs and add-ons to automate gameplay and services. So, if you have a high-end gaming mouse, or you have that high-end gaming keyboard, or you set a macro to do multiple clicks in one click or one keystroke, That does not include the hotkeys Kixeye gives us. But this is making your mouse perform 3 things at once. So this was just recently done. Somebody was using a macro, or as I would call it, and making their tunes literally fly across the screen.
Here you go. Look at Shadows.
You have a mouse like this. This is what he's talking about.
Yep.
So
This mouse can do all kinds of cool, funky shit.
And it doesn't mean that Kixeye is saying, oh, well, you're limiting to what kind of gaming mouse I can use. Jim has one. I have one. His is more high-end than mine. I don't just play Kixeye games, and same thing. Jim doesn't just play Kixeye games. Those gaming mice are created for a reason, and it's not just for Kixeye games. If you pre-program it with your own macros so that you can gain some kind of unfair game advantage, that you are violating that part of that terms of service. So that's straight up right there. And it was actually mentioned in the Discord today by Storm Chaser that he would not advise anyone to use a gaming mouse or any of those macros in game. So that's coming right from the game team. You might get a warning. You might get, like that guy, maybe like a 3-day kind of a thing. You might get perma, but you know, why would you want that mark on your account? And yeah, I got a couple PMs and said, you know, not so nice words, colorful words in front of it. That's okay. I'll just use my mini and use it on my mini. It doesn't matter. I mean, guys, we don't have that kind of stuff that we used to have 2-3 years ago in game. This game team is like on the ball. So if all they have to do is look at videos of somebody doing that in game, it's going to get reported and you're going to get caught. Why would you want to do that anyway in the first place? I mean, you're just like,
people are lazy. That's the whole
what
thing.
I'm saying is like to send me and say, blah, ha, ha, I don't care if you got me banned. Daba, can we ban anybody in game?
And I wish I could. There's a lot of people on global that I would love to ban.
Well, we don't have that control. If I get a video from somebody that you're fighting in your sector, and I won't name any sectors, and they send me a video of what you're doing, and then I get another video from somebody else, it's a totally different alliance, but you're in a different sector, and you're still the same person, yeah, I'm going to report you as a player because I see it. I can jump a mini in there and watch you doing it, and I can video you myself. I report you just like everybody else does. But I show it to the team because I say, hey, is this supposed to be going on game? I mean, I don't have a problem sending that to the team. Heck, the people are reporting it now on the Discord channels under bug reports. Is this a bug? Is this a glitch? And should I report it? I am proud of those players who are doing that in Discord because they don't want to waste their time sending a ticket in for something that's a known glitch. There's no reason to send a cheat report in for something that's a glitch. This isn't a glitch. This is a manipulation. And
Daba said it great out in YouTube, where your mouse, if you set your mouse to hit F when you click it, it's all good. But if you set your mouse to do it all the time without you clicking, that's a manipulation.
Yep.
And my mouse can do that.
Yep.
I mean, I think my mouse was not. I think it was like, Alicia, what? I spent $100 for this. I think I spent $100 for my mouse.
And I was in a Google Hangout with a player today, and he was not happy with me for saying it. But you guys, I mean, it's not bragging. You guys know what I do for a living, okay? It's not that big of a deal for me to take a $100 gaming mouse and program a macros, and I can literally program it if I wanted to, and deploy a tune onto the map at my base, and poof, it would disappear, and I could send it to any corner that I had bookmarked, and you would never see my tune. Okay, so it is possible to do those kinds of things. You have to be a hacker and a cheater to do it, and have to understand code. Why the heck would I do something like that? I'm not going to risk my account doing that.
See, I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. Logitech Gaming Software 9.00.42 does everything I need to do with my mouse.
Yep.
I mean, but I don't do all that shit.
No, you don't.
Hell, my mouse. I spent some money.
But there's some of those macros that you use in game.
It's so pretty.
It is pretty, but there's some macros you use in other games. It's not considered a manipulation because you're not fighting another person. It's you against the company, like a PvE. So you're never attacking another person. It's not a negative thing for you to go faster across the map to collect wood or chop down a tree. So instead of you taking your guys, your knights on a horse, and them taking forever to get across the map to chop down a tree so you can have some wood so you can build up a fence inside your base, you can program it on your mouse and you can get to the resource places on the map faster. That's all PvE. But Kixeye is not just a PvE game. It's PvE and PvP.
Oh, we're done with all that shit. We've explained it. You guys know it. If you guys have any questions on it, it's on Kixeye's site. Legal information, down in terms of service and shit like that. If you want to do it and you get caught, don't go fucking crying on the forums because you're a goddamn fucking idiot. All right? Straight out, if you get caught, ha ha, good for you.
And if you start talking about it in forums, I'm sorry to say, it's why we don't discuss it in forums, because we don't need to bring all that information out. We don't need people yelling at it. We don't need finger pointing. We're not trying to be a pain in the ass. It's the rules of forums. And the rules of forums apply to Discord, forums, the official Facebook page. So yeah, if I see you saying nasty stuff on the official Facebook page, something's going to happen to you.
Oh,
the
Brandy?
The YouTube channel, if you post bad comments on the YouTube channel, all of that stuff. When you log into those things, you agree to those terms of service. All those rules, even PMs and chats and global comms, those rules apply to everything, including Discord.
Can't believe you got unbanned from forums.
I know. Woohoo!
Now
How'd that happen, man? I'm still banned from forums.
Well,
I've got
you
one
have
of
to
the
do. You
guys.
gotta pucker up. You gotta spread those cheeks and hit the brown spot.
Shit.
Well, all right, guys. Now, I know we all hate the 69ing, as everybody puts it right now, or
What the hell is that?
69, come on, buddy bubbling or holding another person's base.
Yep.
Dry humping.
Oh, the Ring of Fire?
no
Worse.
better.
Somebody comes to hit you, right? And as they're
Okay.
hitting you, they take a 1-star from their buddy because they're too scared to get hit.
So you can't revenge hit. So while they're hitting you, their buddy or their alt, which is totally illegal, they bring their alt over and they hold their base and then wait to get your infamy after they're finished, and then they completely flatten themselves or 1-star themselves, so you can't revenge hit them back.
That's been going on since live play. TP perfected that.
Yes.
It's a big no-no now?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh,
Same thing
I'll
with
be
the
honest. Okay, this is not going to make me very
Well,
favorable with a lot of people, but I thought that was a good tactic.
let me clarify that, Shadow. It's a real big no-no if you're doing it with your alt account.
Oh well, yeah, that's always been a no-no. But TP perfected that shit, and I thought it was a great tactic from them.
It is, but most people are using alts. They jump in with an alt.
Well, that's a bunch of bullshit. They fuck up a good tactic.
When he goes to fight, he takes his alt with him. And he plays one from his phone and the other one from his computer, and then he hits people and he trash talks. And then he body bubbles himself with his alt, and then he jumps back to the sector.
Because you guys remember the go-go bar bubble? Where you level yourself with a go-go bar, your friend would come in and just jump in your base and bam, you're flat.
Right.
Yep.
So I think I forgot who it was. I don't know if it was Wrong Thinker or Friendly Fixer. They said it's a gray area if you get a friendly bubble.
right.
Yes.
The way it's supposed to work is you go into a sector, you start hitting, you're hitting, you get hit back, that's fine. But what they don't want is, as your alt or you're hitting the sector and you have your base being held by a clanmate, your alt, whatever, and then you immediately jump out of the sector and go to another sector and you get your buddy bubble.
Right, because then there's no way to. I mean,
But the bubbles are only 4 hours long now, right?
no, that's just
No.
Warpath. No,
That's
they're
just for-
36 hours for 2-star. 36 hours for 2-star, and what is it for 1-star now?
17 something.
17.
16 or 16 to 18 for 1-star, 24 for 2-star, and then 36 for.
That was 36 for 2-star.
Well, it's
Sorry, yeah, 36. 36 is a 2 and 3-star.
yeah,
2 and that's why everyone asks for a 2-star, because this way they don't lose the infamy as
right.
a 3-star, but it gives you the same amount of time.
Right.
So I have proposed this little solution to that. Whether it be a spec op, whether it be something else. But so you get a bubble from somebody, you get a retaliation, whether it be, as I say, a spec op or a button you get to click. Bubble or not, you get to go hit them.
I love it.
And I added something else to it because there are going to be those bases that are 20 tunes deep. Give them the dropship functionality to where they can go in and hit it. Now, the time frame I'm going to say, and I would recommend on this, and it's going to have to go against your tag log with it. This, give them a 12-hour window to go do a retaliation.
Yeah, because 6 hours is too short because people work and they have real lives.
6 hours is too short. 8 hours is too short.
Yeah,
Because,
8 hours.
you got if they give you 8 hours, you wake up in the morning, you don't have time because you're running late. You woke up late, your alarm didn't go off, or whatever.
You're supposed to surprise people with that. Put it away.
But
No, it's a
I
good
don't know.
idea. Jim said he thought 18 hours. I think 24 is too long. I think 12 is like right spot on. But Jim said he thought maybe 18 hours because of the world time differences.
yeah, I'm just thinking, 12 hours would be a perfect time frame for this. You get to go retaliate.
Hit.
You get to go hit that person that just hit you. And with that being said, there were talks about, a retaliation hit, you get nothing back, but you get to hit them. I'm like, no, let them get back exactly what they lost based on the percentage damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I can't agree with that. I think that the 69, okay, I can understand having an alternate account jumping in and doing that. That's fucked up. But having your friends bubble you so you can keep your infamy and keep all your stuff was part of the game tactic that you had to fight around. Yeah, it sucked. It got aggravating. But it was a point of hunting that person down, waiting for them to be sleeping or doing something else, and then jamming in there with your friends to pop all of them and all their friends that are covering their bases and trying to do that. And then I kind of like doing that. I remember
last night in my sector.
I agree with not being able to do it with an alt. All right, I agree that's bullshit. But having your friends bubble you to keep you, and it was infamy storage. If you can get in, you get rocking infamy. If you can't, all right, well, at least you fucking tried.
Yeah.
But, I just think I'm sorry, but I like that. If like I said, TP invented it, they mastered it, and I remember fighting them trying to get around it. And it was so much fun finally getting in and popping that and then going, who hit base? Why you hit base?
Why you hit
infamy. That shit was great.
Like you wouldn't like it if it was like a drop ship, like a rare spec op.
Not
Not
what I got.
your base, but that you'd have to buy, like for 60K medals or 100K medals or something like that.
Yeah, they should bring back drop ships. I still have one left. But I loved it. It was fun as shit going after him like that. Oh, you cheat. Oh, fuck yeah. Right, okay. Report me, bitch.
Yeah. But as it is now, it's they jump in, they get out and whatnot.
Chase them down until they just keep on jumping. Every time they jump, you jump.
I got an interesting proposal. So if you hit a sector, you're locked in that sector, no coin option or anything for, say, a day.
For 24 hours, that'd be fun as shit. That would be fun as hell.
There's no option to jump through the attack log, leaderboard, any of that. You're stuck in that sector for a day if you hit in another sector.
24 or even a 12-hour time. I mean, if you come in wanting to fight, you got to sit there and you got to fight. You got to throw down and get nasty.
Yep.
That'd be an awesome option. See, there goes something else that needs to be brought up with the Kixeye team.
I think it's longer than
if you want to throw down, as soon as you hit a base, as soon as you jump in a sector and you hit a base, bam, your command center is locked down like it's done, like an event.
Right. You can't.
Your base is locked down. You can't do shit but fight.
You have to fight for 12 hours.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Hell, me and Tech Ninja Dez, we fought for that long before.
You guys used to do that all the time.
See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I remember me and him jumping from sector to sector, going after the people who are 69 and as you call it, and we didn't give a fuck. We would jump in there. If we couldn't get to them, we'd get their buddies. Couldn't get their buddies, we'd get their buddies. We'd get everybody, and we'd sit there till we'd get on about 6 in the morning and not stop till 8 or 9 at night.
Old-fashioned red run.
That's it. It would just be me and him. That's it. Nobody else.
If I jump to a sector and there's a guy that hit me taking a selfie, I hit 5 or 6 of his buddies to get triple what he took off of me.
We would empty our base out. We wouldn't give a shit. We wouldn't even defend our bases. We just leave them the way it is. And as soon as we would bubble, that bubble would pop. I mean, God, that shit was. I miss him.
You miss that, don't you?
I do. I miss playing with him a lot. Wish he'd get back in the game.
Me too.
Me and him, boy, we rock and roll sectors.
Hey, Shadow, you're back, so now we got to get some of the old crew back.
Oh, it won't happen. I'm an idiot. Everybody else is smarter than me. Not only that, Tech has got a fiance.
Yes, he does.
He's young, got a life.
Yep.
Oh, Storm Chaser.
He says that might make it hard to chase down some different sectors.
Not if they land. Okay. I see where you're going with this. But if they land, and as soon as they hit somebody, their base is locked down. They can't run. They can't run to another sector. They are done for 12 hours. They are in the sector they hit. And it's on. They cannot jump. I mean, as soon as they land and they hit somebody for PvP, that's it. It is on. They can't jump.
Set a jump timer. In other words, right?
Hell yeah. They can't jump out. They can't do anything. You have to sit there for 12 hours and throw down. That right there would stop a lot of the hit and run PvP, guys who just jump in to steal your PvP or your shit and jump out. They have to sit there and they have to fight.
Yep.
And they earn their points. I mean, it's not where they jump in with a buddy or an alternate account, hit, lock the base down, jump out, and they're safe. No, they have to sit there and fight, and they can't leave for 12 hours. And when they can leave, that'll show, oh, I jumped in the sector and I kicked your ass, or I'm just a bitch who just wanted to steal infamy and got caught.
And now with the 10-minute thing, if you pop your bubble, you can't get rebubbled for 10 minutes. You could farm their infamy as soon as they pop.
Oh, that's so much fun.
I mean, that's a great idea. As soon as they hit any base, it don't matter.
Not a tune. I don't think.
No. Of course not a tune.
For tune snipe.
No, they have got to physically hit a base.
Yeah, because sometimes guys take me along as the poor, sad person that can't PvP, but I can tune snipe. You taught me that. Des taught me that. I can tune snipe the best of them.
Can I ask a question?
$1 million. Okay, you first, Steve.
All right, well, let's say me and Champ go into a sector ? And me and Champ decide to smash the entire sector, and now we're stuck there for 12 hours. Well, me and Champ want to go to bed, so Champ hits me, and I hit him, and now we're in a bubble for 36 hours till we go to bed.
So
what are you going to do? You can't do anything then, because once we come back to the game, my 12 hours or my 1 day is going to be up, and then I can jump out.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
That's why I was thinking to extend it past the 30, maybe 3 days, 3.5 or so, but that might be a little long for people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, you wouldn't want to keep it. You want to keep it more, or maybe make it the length of your bubble. Maybe short. Maybe if you hit a base
have to
like that.
Warpath though.
Ah, okay. That's a good point. See, I didn't. It shows you how far off I am in game.
Well, the $1 million question is the time, obviously. And
but if they can work around the time, would you guys be cool with something like that?
Yeah, I would be.
Or okay, how about this? Maybe not 12 hours. Maybe it's most average fights in a sector are what, 2 hours, 3 hours tops.
Yeah, we had 2 fights actually.
Yeah.
We had.
All right, so how about you make it a 3 hour lockdown?
Maybe 3 to 6. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and it's
3 hours. I like 3 hours.
That's reasonable.
Kixeye can look at, they got the stats. They can see what an average, sector to sector fight would be. Make that, 3 hours. You're in that. Once you land there, you're there for 3 hours to throw down, and then you pop out. With that, I mean, that would be because you're not going to go right to bed.
I mean, I can see where people would still. There's no way that you're going to stop everybody from manipulating that. They could still bring their little alt buddy with them, and seriously play from their phone and their computer and buddy bubble themselves. I mean, you're going to have those people that are just going to be in that gray area and they're going to stay there because they're on the dark side.
See, Brandy has a great idea, and Corey, you just have not had a good fight yet. If you've had a fight that lasted less than an hour, man, you haven't gotten down and nasty yet.
That's how it is nowadays. People come in, they hit 1 or 2 bases, and they selfie and get out, and then they move to the next.
That's how it is nowadays with most players, Dava.
Really?
Oh, 161 last night. That's not actually because they know that the majority of the players. I'll say it out there. 161 will probably bitch slap me for it later. The majority of the people who play in that sector, the majority of the sector residents are European or Australian. So at a certain time, especially during the week, they're in bed because they have to work the next day, or it's already their work day and they're already at work. So the people from the United States of certain clans, which I won't name the name of the clans, but I'll name 3 of the sectors if you want me to, 94, 22, and 32. They took their turns in 161 last night, and they caught the majority of people asleep. Of course, their phones are going off, or KXL's going off, or they're watching a movie, or maybe they're, having some loved one time or whatever on the side, and their phone's going off that they're being attacked. And it took about a half an hour, 45 minutes for everybody to literally be woken up to fight off the sector. But that's part of the fun. I didn't have any problem with those guys coming in and smashing us. They weren't rude. They weren't ignorant. It's part of the game.
This is just a personal preference, but I don't get any notifications from, especially on my phone, if I'm getting hit. I don't want notifications.
Oh, okay. You don't.
No, that's how much I really care about getting bubbled.
I see what you're saying.
If I get a notification from this freaking game while I'm at work and my base is hit, I'm gonna be fucking pissed because I got work to do,
right?
And I got better shit to do.
I agree.
But
I get the people who are at different places and different time zones. Maybe they just logged off, and there was a spy there, and they said, okay, I'm headed to bed. I'm headed to bed, mate. Yeah, had a little bit too much to drink at the pub. And then the next thing you know, all the invaders come in and they just take over the sector. It was fun last night. I'll give props. I won't say the names of the alliances, but I'll give props to those sectors because they took their turns coming in and jumping out and coming in and jumping out. And I would have loved it if some of them, Mofo Joe and some of your good friends, because we've had a lot of friendly 1v1s, I would have loved it if they had stayed a little longer and popped a little more often. They could say the same thing about me. I should have popped last night too, but I was in the middle of a base redesign. But you could have flattened me with a pinky finger.
I'm one of those players. I still have my occasional fun. Yeah, every other, I don't know, maybe once a month on a weekend, of course, where I'll jump to an enemy sector and I'll jump by myself. And I'll get surrounded by the entire sector, and I'll keep on popping and like sniping tunes, and
I love it because you just
in one sector over a night, and I won't just spend an hour. I'll spend several hours just having. That's me. That's just me though.
Yeah, but see,
You
don't get all.
I have fun though, and
But Champ, you don't get all personal butthurt over infamy over pixels. It's just as easy to go and earn that back.
I do. Somebody come hits my base. I'm gonna come find you. I take that shit personal.
Hey, you guys have been in a hangout when I've done shit like that. But the funny thing is, I can see in I have global on the global chat, and I barely say anything in the global chat. They're just the sector's just going off on me and like saying all kinds of shit, and I'm not even paying attention. I just want to get out of my base and break this jail.
I think one of my highlights of my War Commander career was the time I flattened the infamous Shadow Killer on my fucking cell phone.
I remember me and Tech Ninja Dez, we were the pimp clan at the time. Do you guys have any idea how funny it is to have somebody in Global go, why'd this pimp slap me? Why'd this pimp hit me? That shit was great.
It was awesome. It was awesome. It's just people just have a lot of fun with that. I love your idea, Shadow.
The bandwagon days, man. Them were fun times.
I like David's idea. I think it's awesome. It's great.
I'd like to have something like that though. 3-hour lockdown. You can't get out of the sector for the next 3 hours. You have no choice but to throw down or hide like a girl. And if you hide, like everybody can tell.
We hide like a girl, you're in trouble because we're gonna call you out for it. And
Pretty
I'm
much.
gonna video it too.
Hell yeah, I would.
I would hide all day long and not care what anybody said.
I'm happy to get you to come out of your hide.
Yeah, but Debo's missing a lot of fingers and toes over there.
Shut up.
Jesus Lord, oh my gosh, that's too much. You guys are too funny. That's too much.
Man, I've been trying to keep up with my upgrades. It's hard to do. I mean,
it's overwhelming, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I play all these other games, and it's going to be very hard to keep up with War Commander when.
See, I don't have that problem. I mean, I get up about 5 o'clock in the morning, and I've decided that's my War Commander time. From 5 till I got to take, people to work or school, and then once I get home from that, it's my other game, and War Commander gets put back on the back burner till I'm done, till late that night. I'm not gonna let this game do what it did to me last time. It's not gonna run every aspect of my life. I mean, I remember waking up, War Commander, going to bed. My wife hates this fucking game.
Wait a second. They can fit on the back of your moped?
Yeah, that thing's retired.
You finally get a real bike?
No. You got a car since then, damn it.
Yeah.
Now, did you get a new phone? Or are you still sporting a flip phone?
Oh no, I got an iPhone.
The games, it's relatively pretty easy to, come back relatively fast.
It really is.
You don't really need to grind a lot, especially for these faction units. They're all Thorian build, and
see, back during our time. I mean, I can't say our time because I haven't really been gone from the game from that long, but there was your mid-level fighters, your high fighters, and your elite fighters. And there was kind of like 3 spots, in your wannabes. And now there was 3 or 4 categories of people that were fighters back then. Now there's 7 or 8. There's different ranges now. I mean, it's so much different now from back when I was really into the fighting shit. And I mean, it just seems like there's a lot more range of fighting now. Even if I'm not upgraded and I got shit units, I can still go out and fight and have fun. If you got the elite shit, you can go out and fight and have fun. If you got you're just getting back into the game, like a couple weeks, and you're back to fighting and having fun. You know, if you get the right people surrounding you and you get a little bit of help, I've seen people do it many times.
Hey, Lonnie. I mean, Shadow wants to wait a little before he does PvP.
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw it out.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, he can't just go out tomorrow and start fucking throwing down.
Yeah. I get it. You agree or disagree? He's gonna have a blast in Warpath.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree. 100%. Because I'm telling you, all you just to go out and smash your
my
base.
base is designed.
You can go get your hair. You can go just take your hair.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, you do fine.
I will take all comers now, and I will fuck you up.
Hey,
In or out?
Shadow. So with this base, I think that you'll do pretty well in Warpath and not Warpath, but the Invasion. I don't understand why I have to stall this long. There we go.
There we go. Watch this. He's gonna fuck him up.
I was trying to stall because I was outside your base for like the whole show. This way somebody didn't hit you, and I actually was gonna destroy you, but hey, you threw a challenge out, so now I've actually got to.
Yeah, well, my base takes your goddamn. Not gonna take anything.
Actually, I should have brought my Darkstorm so I could showcase that, but
yeah,
let me go do that.
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll leave it just the way it is.
You got stuff in your bunkers?
Yeah, of course. But my bunker's all the way down in the corner.
All right, Shadow. I want. Can you go out to the world map when you're done with that?
Yeah.
Don't get scared now, David. Don't get scared now.
I tell you, this base is intimidating. Look at that motherfucking beast.
Retreat.
I want to show them about morale.
When I look at it, I start walking around and my ankles start twisting and start shimmering and shaking.
Morale.
Look at my platoon. See how they got an exclamation point or whatever on them?
Yeah.
So if I attack you with those same tunes and I fail again, then they go home. That was
really?
Yeah.
That was Kixeye's initial attempt at stopping the Ring of Fire, because that's actually a exploit now as deemed by
really?
Because there was actually people that made it.
I think same applies if you don't flatten a base. Am I right on that?
Yeah, if you don't get a 1-star, and you need at least a 1-star, because a 1-star in Kixeye's eyes is still considered a victory. Even though
well, it is. I mean, depending on what you lose for that 1-star.
Well, I could lose, 40,000 space, and Kixeye would still consider it a victory because it's I beat that base.
We know better though. That's cool. I like that idea.
Nowadays, there's people losing that kind of stuff, 6, 7, 8 days repairs probably, and they'll say, "Oh, it's 6 coins, it's 7 coins." Now they measure repairs in coins and not because it's so cheap. So people don't mind losing all their big stuff.
Well, that's something that Kixeye did do to the better is the tune repair is just they listen to what we've been asking for.
Yeah, I was told that.
Since Shadow was freaking playing. I mean, back when me and Shadow was losing our tunes back in that day, we was losing 100 gold a tune. Now it's 12. For my whole freaking plat of heavies to go into a base and die, 12 gold. My whole plat of air in my air platoon or my PvP air platoon, 12 gold. 24 gold to go lose them both.
Hey, Shadow, can you put units in your base? Is this because the Darkstorm aura is only effective if you actually see if you actually try to fight me with units.
Yeah, hold on.
And if you're gonna put turrets, then maybe it's better we do this on the world map. Actually, no. Hit save and go to the PvP side. So this way it'll be a lot less damage.
Oh, PvP counts for inside your base too?
Yeah. This is out. I said let's do this on the world map. This way you can get a PvP.
Oh, I was just gonna put a whole bunch of riflemen in, man.
Oh, well.
I got 56 riflemen. I was just gonna I'll throw riflemen in the platoon so I don't lose anything. There.
Well, I wanted you to see the actual range reduction on it. So if you try to hit me with an Inferno, because that's your quickest unit that you have. It seems.
Fuck it, we'll throw. I don't care. I got nothing but time here. We'll just throw all this shit in here.
Get beat.
Her in there. Let's see.
Dava, why didn't you just come hit me?
We'll throw that in there. We'll throw that
At
in
least make it.
there.
At least make it a challenge.
We'll throw some alkalites in there. Some liberators. There we go. There. How's that guy look?
I'm gonna laugh if he kills Darkstorm.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to.
Hey, Shadow, I'm just saying be gentle because this isn't in PvP tune, so be gentle.
Smash his shit, bro.
Alright. We're good.
Squash away.
Alright, here we go.
Dava, you gotta quit. If Shadow sends you home with your tail between your legs, you gotta quit, bro.
I'm saying those acolytes will tear up my jug, but I don't know. Oh, he's already in my tune. Dang. All right. All right. So yeah, your stuff is like the range is just gone. See, you gotta get way close. And actually,
look in the dryer.
I shouldn't put that on Ruby, but I was gonna remove this stuff and just have you fight the Darkstorm. But
where the hell are they going?
Turn Ruby off.
Yeah,
It's not on.
because they just came charging right at me, and my tune just ate it.
Yeah, see, Ruby's off.
Send your air, like send some air unit, like Dina, or yeah, her Pandora. So try to hit my Darkstorm.
That's this, right?
Yep.
Yes, that's the dark storm. If
So
you
watch
had
out
your
for this.
effects one, you would see the storm around it.
Watch how close you got to get in order to fight it. That's interesting. It's not running away, but yeah, look how close you got to get in order to fight it.
Because the aura.
Ah, damn.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got a lot of health too.
Oh wow! Look on the fist, it just everything ignores it.
So this is where you need Ruby when you use Siege Squadron on a Darkstorm.
How's my War Rig not hitting that Pandora? What the heck? Hey, look how much health it's got too. Like that's Omega
It's
Titan.
not dying at all.
Uh-huh.
It's got
I mean,
a
we
lot of health on it. Wait till you see Judge in your base, how much health it's got.
Fucking die already!
Oh, Shad's gonna be here for about 10 minutes. I mean, hey,
It's got
Shad,
a lot of health.
attack is gonna end
Lot of health.
before this thing. Like that's how much health it's got.
It's insane.
So you know how we would use Ardra as bait? This is the new bait in like PvE.
I'll put my Ardra up against your Darkstorm.
No. We're gonna do
Dog
Is he gonna
Yeah.
fucking die?
against your dark storm.
He's got a level 10 Ardra, so like, actually, wait, hold on. Let me turn its electric on real quick.
Mine's level 9.
Yeah, level 10 Ardra's nice, but she doesn't do
That
air.
says the reason why the units ran away from the dark storm is when you put fist on is because of Audra.
Oh wow, you might actually get it because I'm at half health now. But yeah, like look how much health.
Yeah, if he had yellow jackets, that thing would be torn up.
If all else fails, just send in the Herald.
Yeah, that's what I got asked. Look at that, though. That is amazing.
Well, if you had the Elite Siege or the Omega Siege, you'd have thousands of Ravishers by now swarming that thing. That's pretty cool, though.
Man, beat the hell out of my poor fucking tune, though.
Everybody has to help Shadow get the Dark Storm.
Well, see out there on YouTube, they're saying I have to quit if you kill me, and I mean you got the Herald, so you're gonna destroy this tune. Anyways,
Look, it's 3 minutes, and look, it still ain't fucking dead.
Yep.
Are you insane? Ah, finally.
Yeah.
Yay.
Now,
All right.
same with the Ardra. I'm gonna move the Ardra over there. Do the same with her.
What level is that, Ardra?
She is level 10. I'm gonna get her over here so this way you don't kill my Jug, because Jug's made of wet paper towel.
Hey, Shadow Killer.
Mm.
The one time you do want to use Ruby is when you use that Siege Water, because it puts your Ravengers they drop on Ruby. It makes them all charge. So,
You should have pants in there. All right.
that's about the only time Ruby is really useful, because you don't have to control all the Ravengers.
What is that trying to hit my little airplane guy?
That's a war rig.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I never got that thing.
It's nice as a unit killer, but it's not a base cracker really. It's like, but look, like that's just a regular Ardra with all the goodies on her, and you can meet her for a little bit too with her. I was actually surprised that you killed my Darkstorm.
I was going to say, now as Ravishers on Fist are going in, I was going to say they were just kind of standing there.
Yeah. So
like, look,
They
imagine
all high five when it's done too. They all get together in the middle when you're PvE and you high five each other.
Double. What level's your Ardra?
Oh yeah, now we're gonna have to end this attack because I'm kind of lose that.
I was going to say, you don't want to lose it
All
all.
right, let's see.
What?
Let me check this prayer time.
It goes to that should have been one failed PvE attack. Third
I'm quicker. I'm quicker than you are.
No. I
told you I was gonna laugh. You lost your tune, your Darkstorm.
I'll lose the Darkstorm for science and the Ardra, but I'm using Jug and Warrior.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. That used to be 100 and something.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
And
oh yeah.
Buildings maxed, so that'll go down to about 9 or 10 gold when you get your
that'll
stuff.
go down even more once the building's maxed. You'll love that.
Yeah.
How did you get?
I think that was one of the first buildings that Champ had maxed out.
Oh, the tech center.
Yeah, the tech center.
Oh yeah, when they came out with when they said that 75%, I was like, pfft.
Yep, that was like my cha-ching right there. I didn't cha-ching the whole thing, but that was my cha-ching to stay focused, shall we say. Somebody should show Shadow Killer about Poly Scramble too, because I mean, I see him redesigning his base, but we're gonna get CC14, so he's gonna do a total redesign. Really needs to protect his radio tower. And you guys.
Oh yeah, I always protect that.
Yeah, definitely want to protect that for sure.
That was their purifier.
I think so.
Cool. Can you rig one of those out? And I want to show you this awesome unit called Poly.
All right.
Cyclops Hero.
I'm not real fan of the Cyclops themselves, but I love the Cyclops Hero. So you know how we got Dina End Attack from the good old days?
Yeah.
Well, I got this Poly where you can come out of stealth and pretty much hit whatever you want. And all right, so first off, step 1 is finding my Poly and all the treasures that I have in my armory. Yeah, so I got in total you could build like 90,000 worth of stuff, and I got 37,000 in my or like I got pretty much 40,000 and 50,000 like max. So I got to rob from my like standard stuff to take something out of my.
You got to trade.
Yeah, I don't actually find Paula though because I can't find her. Where's she at?
Brandy's a joke. She's a trip. Killing me. Stop. Read what she said. I will not rage quit. I will never rage quit.
All right. So this time I'm gonna be smart with this and put it in a PvP tune.
That's my awesome.
I'm telling you, she's killing me.
I
You need
know.
to stop that shit. I'm old. I won't have a week. Oh, God, I hope I don't have a week's worth of repair. What, cat? Go away. All right, so what are we waiting on? I'm ready to wrap this up. I got a game to play.
Oh,
I don't know. I can't think of anything since I missed the beginning. There was something
I
that
just wanted to show you Polly real quick as per YouTube.
All right, cool.
Somebody had requested I show you Polly.
Scramble. I mean, the disruptors disrupt, but they're, just in my opinion, they're good for low levels and mid levels to kind of get the disruption thing going on. But they're not. They're kind of easy to kill. Poly isn't so easy to kill.
So when you do this,
I'm sorry, but in my opinion, Disruptor's the absolute worst piece of shit that Kixeye ever came out with.
Yeah, even Wrongthinker before he left to go to Battle Pirates said that even when we had the focus group, everybody said the prior one was, what is the one unit that you feel is just recent unit that you feel just isn't worth even having? And overwhelmingly, it was the
Mega Tank, all that. I've noticed they didn't do anything with those.
I'm just saying that Jackrabbit is the one unit I've never actually ever even built.
They actually did, Shadow. They got legendary Omega tanks and legendary lasers and legendary.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that. I got a couple of the Hellfires just for, nostalgia.
I personally disagree with every negative thing you guys said about the Disruptors. That's all I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know you would.
All right, so Shadow, can you pull? Put 2 away. All right. So you can't see where I'm at, right?
Yep, you are invisible.
I'm gonna actually try to. Can you pull them top 2 a little further up? I don't want to be inside their range. That one's fine. That bottom one's fine. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go. There we go. I'm actually gonna go directly driving over top of your thing just for science. All right, hold on.
Daba, the war commander scientist.
I was actually on top of his purifier, and it wasn't even detecting me.
So how do you kill it?
Try to fight me.
I mean, how do you find it?
You send in your night owls.
Well, yeah, just try to fight me with that one, and see like it's locked up, jammed up.
Try to.
I don't even know if I'm hitting you or not.
Yeah, I'm hitting you, but send one purifier again. Yeah, see it just. I'm going at the top right one. All right, 3, 2, 1. There. Now you should see me right there. So. Okay.
Now you're back and cloaked. What would be interesting if the Shadow Killer? Do you have any cloaked units?
But I can't deploy them. Okay, never mind.
Like, I could sit there and like. This is good against one unit, as you can see. 2 ain't working too well, but 1-on-1, this will scramble anything to where you can't it'll jam it up so you can't attack.
Yeah, it's a nasty little fucking thing there.
Works on turrets and everything else.
Yep.
Does your radio tower detect it?
Yes.
Does it decloak it?
Yeah.
Now, Shadow, I'm going to show you the Omega Hellstorms. You ready? Oh, wait. Yeah,
Wait a minute. You said that in plural.
Yeah, look. This is called an Envoy. This is what you would know as a Hellstorm. It's got 600 range, and it's got the rockets.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hell, I want those.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna hit this one with all of them.
Hell no, you're not.
I just wanted to show you the splash on it.
Yeah, I want that. I like that.
Those units are absolutely badass.
Yeah, I want that. How do I get those?
Event,
yeah. Get at least 5 to 8. I recommend.
If you get those things, you'll be awesome. Because I remember you with the Hellstorms. They were.
Yep.
If I do the event, that is what I'm going for.
Hey,
all right.
Yeah, it's just like the old-fashioned Hellstorm tactic too. With bases, you just target the walls, and it fucks up bases.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to get those. All right, we're going to start wrapping this shit up. It's going on 9:30. I got ready to take people to work. So we're gonna throw some shout outs and wrap this bitch up. Champ, it's on you.
Okay, where's David? You ready to leave?
I'm right here.
Okay, yeah. Well, shout out to you, Shadow Killer. Welcome back. Hope you're having fun. You guys on the panel and YouTube. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, go ahead, David.
Well, I just want to shout out to everybody on the panel tonight, everybody that showed up, even though some of them were late. Everybody out on YouTube for showing up and watching this show of a ragtag bunch putting on a show about a game we love and hate to play at the same time. Storm Chaser for coming out into the YouTube chat, and all those people that are going to be watching this show afterwards when it's all said and done.
All right, Daba, it's on you, Wildlife.
Oh, first off, shout out for what do you call it? Giving my correct nickname there. I appreciate that. But first shout out's gonna go to the Vanquisher shields that we see on screen right now. Shout out to them working for all of us, and well, some of us, most of us. Shout out to Shadow getting unbanned from the forums, and just Shadow for coming back, and shout out to everyone out in YouTube and Sector 78. That's been awesome. And shout out to Kixeye. What's that guy's name? Storm Chaser that was stopping by. Good to see you out on YouTube. And shout out to every Kixeye, all the guys that what you do in Discord. Because I seen them on Saturdays. Like I assume the office is closed, but they're in Discord on Saturdays, like trying to fix stuff. So shout out to you guys. Finally, shout out to anyone doing Invasion. Good luck.
All right, Debo, you up?
Shout out to the panel. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to you for coming back to the game. It's gonna be awesome. We'll be here to help you if you need anything, and get you strong again.
Make Shadow Killer great again.
There you go.
Kick ass.
Build some walls. Make Shadow Killer great again.
Hell yeah, I'm always great. Lonnie, you up?
I'm gonna give a shout out to my guy. He did a full spread in Playgirl magazine. You guys might not have seen it because he went under the name Mike Honcho. And yeah, I mean he did a full spread. He spread his butt cheeks apart and everything. But with that said, I want to thank everybody else who came out, and thanks for watching.
Fucking kill me! I swear to God. Oh God.
Full spread.
Yep. Yep.
Sorry, honey. I wanted to make sure I was muted. Then I couldn't find the unmute button. I hate when I can't find my own button. Okay, so I'd like to shout out to you guys for allowing me to come on the show, which was great. Sorry I came late, but I got called in for a very important date. So I'm sorry that I missed your debut preview of your return to forums. So I can't imagine how that happened. I would like to shout out to the team for being willing to listen and consider occasionally. We get our hands slapped, we get our fingers slapped, and once in a while we get a bit slapped upside the back of the head. It's happened to me. And then they're willing to be forgiving. Shout out to the community, everybody who showed up for the show. It was absolutely awesome. Shout out to all the other shows that are out there, whether you're Twitch streaming or you're doing a YouTube show or whatever it is that you guys decide to do. I think it's awesome. It's great for the community. The most important thing is that it's information, and more information. And shout out to Sector 22 for inviting us and letting us have a good time. 94. I'm sorry, I did not know that where we were going when we did our little grid run, so I wasn't allowed to know, and I think they knew why, because I had friends there. But for those of you who kept it fun and about the game, thank you very much. For those of you who popped when I asked you to pop, when I called you a window licker, thank you. And shout out to, I won't say the names of the alliances because I think that would be naming and shaming, but those 3 groups that came to my sector. Yes, I'm in 161. I'm not afraid to tell you what sector I'm in. I think I'm going to take that privacy thing off my KXL so you guys will stop whining about it. For all of you guys who came in last night for 161, yes, you caught us with our panties around our ankles, and we were tripling and fumbling over ourselves, and you woke a lot of people up, and then we had some real fun. So for those of you who jumped in and jumped out and jumped in and jumped out, you had no problems popping, and I appreciate that. Sorry my base wasn't set up, but I promise you it will be set up soon. So I invite you to come back to 161. Give me a couple days, and we will be ready to rock and roll. Shout out to Shadow Killer for coming back. Shout out to Lonnie, because you know we're going to drag you back in, baby. Yeah, I got to drag you back in. Come on. You know we're going to drag you back in. Come on. You know you want to do a bandwagon. You want to do a red one. Come on.
Heads first.
Yeah. Shout out to David for hanging in there and doing all the stuff that he does. Excuse me, Dark Shadows, but I call him David because David is my friend. So, okay, I think I have permission to use his first name. And again, thank you to the community who keeps it positive. Even if you don't like me, you don't have to. I'm totally okay with that. I might not like you either, but just because I don't doesn't mean I'm not going to help you as a moderator. And it's nothing personal. I will do everything I can. Just try to keep it not being personal. For those of you who've apologized or you've reached out to me and say, hey, that was a little harsh, or I shouldn't have done that, or I'm sorry that I said it, thanks. It means a lot. It really does. It clears the air, and it means a lot. And for those of you who are stuck in the middle, who try to play both sides, I appreciate those people too. And some of those people are on this panel. So for those of you who are feel like occasionally you're stuck in the middle, I'm sorry you're stuck in the middle. It's nothing personal, but I have really nothing bad to say about anybody in the community. Honestly, I don't. So good, bad, or ugly, let's just keep it on the map. I don't have a problem popping, and I don't have a problem raiding your sector. So if you want an old-fashioned raid run, let us know and we'll bring friends. I'm not coming by myself. I'm not stupid. Jeez Louise, give me a break. There aren't any birthdays tonight, are there?
No.
No. Okay. Because, man, I drank herbal tea just in case there was. I wasn't sure if I missed somebody's birthday. All right. That's it.
All right.
Hey, you mind if I give a PSA before next setup? Just a reminder, there's a little thing on the top of my thing. It says the barracks, war factory, bunker, go-go bar, power plants, and resource storage buildings are 50% off when upgrading with gold for a limited time. So I don't know how limited that time is, but if you guys are coiners, take advantage.
Yeah, the water getting hot.
All right, rocking. And from our silent companion, thank you for the shout out. He shouts out to the YouTube panel, and for Storm Chaser for showing up. You need to speak to us. You need to speak. As for me, I want to shout out to everybody out there on YouTube, all you guys on the panel, everybody out there that welcomed me back. And yes, I am back. For Brandy, for making me laugh. Oh, man. Girl, you got some skill with goddamn jokes. I swear to God. That shit is a trip. I will not rage quit. Thank all you guys. I have to give a shout out to Kixeye for getting me back on the forums, but really not the forums as much as listening to the community. That shit is awesome. I know there's probably still a bunch of people out there that are not happy, but hey, you can't make everybody happy. And what I've seen and what I've heard so far, you guys have taken a massive step in the right direction. And I notice that I look at the Discord channel every day, and I see that you guys are in there talking with the community, and that was the biggest gripe all of us had back in the day, is that we never had any communication at all. None. And now there's an overabundance of it, and we are very appreciative. Thank you. You're on Storm Chaser. Big props out to you for coming on the show. YouTube chat, that was badass. It's awesome. It's awesome, guys. So I want to say night. Have a good night. Party hard. Don't party dangerous. Yeah, baby. We're War Commander Unshackled, guys. We out. We will see y'all later.
I Flight Shadows.